There's a rule in the Gita that's so raw, so honest, it can either wake you up or make you uncomfortable. A rule Krishna gives before talking about meditation, discipline, devotion, karma. Before all of it. A rule most people skip because it puts the entire weight of your life back onto one person, you. And once you understand it, you can't hide behind excuses anymore. This is the rule that decides whether your mind becomes your power or your downfall. Most people wake up every day thinking life is happening to them. Circumstances, people, stress, uncertainty, everything feels bigger than them. But Krishna gives a rule that flips that entire mindset in one strike. A rule that separates the people who rise from the people who stay stuck. A rule that decides whether you stay controlled by your emotions or become someone nothing can shake. This rule isn't comforting. It's not soft. It's not something you can hide from. It's the kind of truth that forces you to look directly at yourself. Because once you understand it, you can't blame anyone else for where your life is going. That's why this rule is different. It doesn't just change how you think. It changes how you live. You've felt this in your own life. That quiet moment when you realize the real fight isn't happening around you. It's happening inside you. And Krishna doesn't shy away from that. He gives a rule that doesn't stroke your ego. It exposes it. So before I tell you what that rule is, just ask yourself one thing. Are you actually ready to hear something that puts the responsibility back on you? Not on luck, not on people, not on situations, on you. Because once you hear this next line, you can't unhear it. And once you understand it, you can't go back to your old excuses. All right, if you're ready. Here's where Krishna finally reveals the rule that decides whether your mind becomes your strength or your downfall. Krishna says this to Arjuna right at the moment when Arjuna is overwhelmed, frozen, and drowning in his own thoughts. When the battle outside hasn't even started, but the battle inside is already destroying him. Krishna looks at Arjuna, a warrior who has trained his whole life, and shows him the real enemy isn't the army in front of him. It's the mind inside him. And then, he preaches this shloka.
Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratmana.
Meaning, lift yourself by your own mind. Do not lower yourself, for you are your greatest friend, and you are your greatest enemy. No softness, no comforting words, just a command. O Partha, you are your own ally, and you are your own adversary. Your rise and your fall are because of you. You and you alone are responsible for your life, your success, your failures, your happiness, your sadness. It's all on you. That's the rule. Not fate, not destiny, not other people. You, your mind, your soul. Krishna is telling Arjuna, and you, if you don't take charge of your own life, nothing in your life will change. You either let the external world dictate your life, or you lead your own life choices. When Krishna says lift yourself, he's not talking about motivation, positivity, or feeling good. He's talking about taking ownership, real ownership, of the direction of your life. Most people spend years waiting for the right time, waiting for confidence, waiting for clarity, waiting for someone to push them. Krishna destroys that entire mindset in one strike. No one is coming to lift you. You lift yourself. And do not lower yourself is even harsher. It means the habits you repeat, the thoughts you entertain, the choices you avoid, the excuses you protect. You're the one pulling yourself down. Not society, not circumstances, not people. You. Krishna is pointing at the truth everyone avoids. You rise the moment you stop waiting. and you fall the moment you stop trying. Krishna doesn't say this to hurt Arjuna or you. It comes from firmness, yes, a tough lesson, yes, but it also from a place of empathy and the genuine love Krishna has for Arjuna and you. Because sometimes the truth that saves you is the one that stings first. O Partha, when you stop believing in yourself, when you live without faith in yourself, when you doubt your own worth before the world even tests you, when fear makes you hesitate before you've taken a single step, do you need a greater enemy than yourself? You lower yourself when you wake up and tell yourself you're not capable. You lower yourself when you compare your journey to someone else's and decide you're behind. You lower yourself when you run from discomfort, even though growth lives on the other side of it. You lower yourself when you keep feeding the same thoughts that drain you, hurt you, and confuse you. You're not fighting the world. You're fighting the limitations you've placed on yourself. The limitations you've placed on your soul. The same power within you can lift you to greatness, can just as easily pull you down into defeat. If you ignore your inner strength, it will abandon you. If you trust it, it will carry you beyond fear. So, O Partha, have faith in yourself, stand firm in your own being, because the first victory is not over the battlefield, it is over your own mind. When you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, something shifts inside you, not in a loud, dramatic way, in a quiet, powerful way that others can feel. Blame makes you weak. It tells your mind, I have no control. It convinces you that life is happening to you, not through you. But the moment you say, my life is in my hands, your entire inner world rearranges itself. Responsibility is not a burden, it's freedom. Because if you are the one pulling yourself down, you are also the one who can lift yourself up. Krishna's rule isn't meant to crush you with pressure. It's meant to return your power to you. Every time you stop pointing outward and start looking inward, your mind becomes steadier, clearer, stronger, and slowly you move from reacting to life, to directing it. When you live by this rule, something remarkable happens. The world loses its power over you. People's opinions don't shake you the way they used to. Failures don't break you the way they once did. Uncertainty doesn't scare you as much, because you know you can handle whatever comes. You become mentally untouchable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. When your mind is your friend, challenges turn into training. Fear turns into focus. Setbacks turn into lessons. Distractions lose their pull, and pressure becomes something you can stand inside without collapsing. This is what Krishna wanted Arjuna to understand. If your mind stands with you, the entire world can stand against you, and you will still not fall. But if your mind stands against you, even the smallest obstacle will feel impossible. That's why this rule is not just advice. It's the foundation of inner strength. So let this be your reminder. Before you try to control the world, before you try to control circumstances, before you try to control outcomes, learn to control yourself. Because the moment you take charge of your mind, you take charge of your life. Lift yourself, even if it's just a little today. Stand firm, even if you feel unsteady inside. Choose effort, even if your mind begs you to stop. Every small step you take is a message to your own soul. I am not giving up on myself. And when you live that way, Krishna's rule stops being just a verse. It becomes your strength,